everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is Rabbi Wagensberg. Our Torah portion, Ki-Sisa, mentions once again the command to observe the Sabbath day. And this commandment appears throughout the Torah, and the Ramban tells us the reason why it's repeated so many times is to teach us about the importance of observing the Sabbath. I'm going to share today one idea about how foundational keeping the Sabbath actually is. In our portion, it commands us to keep the Sabbath right before, I would guess, the highlight of the Parsha, which is the Chet HaEgel, the sin of the golden calf. What is the connection between these two ideas, the Shabbos and the Chet HaEgel? Well, perhaps we could suggest the following. The Talmud teaches us that when a person during the weekday takes a large step, the Gemara says a person loses 1/500th of his eyesight. And when does all that loss of vision come back to the person? On Friday night, when a person is reciting the Kiddush and those Shabbos candles are lit, at that time, a person gets back all those fractions of vision that was lost through the large steps we took during the previous week. What does the Talmud actually mean? Do we lose actual physical vision during the week? Do we actually somehow magically get it back on the Sabbath day? Maybe it's true, but perhaps to also suggest on another dimension, what does it mean that during the week with every large step we lose 1/500th of our eyesight? It means that during the week when we're involved in making a living or accomplishing our goals, it is possible that sometimes we tend to forget that it is God who gives us the ability, who gives us the strength of our successes, and it is Hashem in charge of every facet of life. Sometimes when it says we lose 1/500th of our vision, it means to say that sometimes we forget that it is God who is in control of the world and our lives down to the very most smallest of details. So therefore, that's what happens during the week. But when it comes the Sabbath day, and I disengage from this world, I cannot do anything, because that's how the Jewish law is set up, and that the world seems to work just fine without me. The sun rises, the sun sets, the birds are still chirping. We get the realization that maybe I don't run this world. Maybe Hashem is in charge of this world. And on the Sabbath day, that's what it means when our vision returns to us. It means this knowledge, the inner eye, realizes once again that it's God who is in control, and God is the one who decides about our successes and our failures. All that comes back to us. We come back to our senses on the Sabbath day. So perhaps this could be the juxtaposition between Shabbos and the sin of the golden calf. Came the golden calf, Moshe Rabbeinu, he disappeared, what's going to be? And the people went into a panic-stricken state. Slow down, Hashem said. Remember the Sabbath day. Remember, Hashem says to us, I'm always there with you. I'm holding your hand. I'm with you every moment and every undertaking, whatever it is that we are doing in life. And had we taken the message of Shabbos properly, maybe those people who were involved in the sin would have never gotten involved in such a atrocity. That's basically the juxtaposition between the two. And therefore, maybe to walk away that our Sabbath days should have such meaning that we should be able to take that vision and the light of Shabbos with us throughout the week. And always remember, Hashem is with us no matter what's going on in our lives, and placing our trust in Him, and that would bring us so much happiness and joy. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a beautiful Shabbos, a fantastic day. This has been Rabbi Wagensberg.